How's the highlighter on
It's
the brow?
great.
Is it
It's
good?
great. I'll see you later. I gotta
Okay.
go. What I wanted you to do is I wanted you to see what I see before I come out here and see you, because you see me, but you don't see what I see before you see me. And I want you to see what I see. So I call it Do You See What I See? And the camera, so you get a feeling for what this feels like. Because a lot of people ask me, you know, don't you get nervous going out there? And it's one of my favorite things of the show. Probably my most favorite thing is to come out here and talk to you before the show starts. Because I don't know, it's just what I've done for a long time. I like talking to people, but, you know, most people are really scared of talking to people live. And actually, really, because they say the public speaking is the #1 fear of most people. I took a speech class once, and the teacher said that public speaking was the biggest fear. I think he was under the desk when he said it, and I don't know. But I actually don't get scared of talking to large groups of people. The bigger the group, the easier it is for me, for some reason. Small groups, I get really, really scared of talking. Like, seriously, it's a weird thing. Like, if I'm in front of 50,000 people, the bigger the crowd, the easier it is, because I feel like the odds are pretty good that out of 50,000 people, 12,000 of them will laugh when I say, that's why I don't wear berets. So... My advice, if you get nervous speaking in front of people, start with a large crowd like 50,000 and then work your way down to like 8 people. And the reason I bring this up is because this weekend I went to a dinner party that was like a business dinner, and there were like 12 people there, and it was fancy people. You know, it was like I was really nervous around them anyway. And I don't want to drop names, but I'm gonna, because it was like, just so you know why I was feeling like this, it was like Robert De Niro, Martin Scorsese, Laird Hamilton, you know, the surfer guy, and his wife, Gabrielle Reese, and Annie Leibovitz. And so people were supposed to stand up and make toasts. And I really get so scared in front of like a small group anyway, much less them. So slowly everybody's making speeches, and I'm just like that kind of jump rope thing. Like, I know I should get in, and I don't know if I want to talk. And I had like butterflies in my stomach, like pelicans in my stomach, more than butterflies. And my face was getting red, and I was just like, suddenly I didn't remember how to talk. I was just like, I became a caveman. Suddenly, it's my turn and everybody's so eloquent, and I have champagne in my hand. Me want to say, moon bright. Many people me thank. This good wine, very good wine. Me have talk show. Now me dance. dancers here today, huh, Tony?
They were rocking it out today.
Really good dancers. I saw y'all dancing out here. You were in the pink shirt, adorable, great dancer, cute. Sir, you had it going on, sir. Yes, you. Yeah. Oh man. I thought if I didn't start the show soon, I was worried about a coronary. There was so much movement and everything going on. I was wanting you to save it. It's a long show. Yeah, there he is. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. It was fantastic. You didn't recognize yourself, did you? Don't worry, we'll show it again. Don't you worry. Because I want you to see what I see. All right, so hey, on the show today, Ashley Judd is here. She's back there. She was in Double Jeopardy, A Time to Kill, and now she's the new face for Estee Lauder's American Beauty Cosmetics. And I was helping her back there with some of her cosmetics. A lot of times to save money, I'll do a lot of the guest makeup. And it's true. Also on the show, Ruben Studdard is here. American Idol champion. Got a new CD, I Need an Angel. It'll be in stores November 23rd. Did you hear him for sound check?
Unbelievable.
He really has such a beautiful voice.
Such a powerful voice.
And a sweet guy.
Yeah.
All right, so you may notice I don't have the pager with me. I usually go get the beeper, the pager from somebody, and that's because Ashley had her little baby. She had a little baby boy, little Jack Ellen, and no, his name is not Jack Ellen. His name is John, I think, but the initials are JAC, so he's called Jack, and he weighed 4 pounds, 11 ounces. He's 19 inches long, and both mother and baby are doing very, very well, and we're going to later, we're going to call her, because that's tiny, right? 4 pounds, 11 ounces is tiny. I was, again, 15 pounds, like 12 ounces or something like that. I was huge. Something like that. I don't remember, but it was large. But anyway, I was supposed to be her birth coach, and so hopefully we're going to call her later in the show to see how she did. I'm sure she has no idea that I wasn't there. I'll just say I was. You know, they drug you up and everything when you're having a baby. I'll just say I was the one with the mask. And so I'm going to call and see how she's doing. Yeah, I had my hands like that. You may remember me. Oh, and also we have a new thing going on in the riffraff room back there. The people from Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo on Ice are here. They're in the riffraff room. Nemo's no longer underwater. It's on something, well, it's not on ice. It's actually here. It's something called Easy Glide, which is like ice, but with scotch, I still prefer ice. And let's go, what's going on back there? Let me see what they're doing. There they are, right back in the riffraff room. There's Nemo and Marlin and Jellyfish. Oh, they're having fun. They're going very, very fast. Okay, well, that's what's going on back there. We're going to see more of that later on in the show. And, you know, this past weekend, we went to New York City, and we made it there, so if we can make it there. So I did my very first, the RSVP Ellen, you know, I asked everybody to invite me to something, and I said I was going to be in New York. We went to New York, and we went to Jane and Russ Launer's house. Then we went to the casino thing. They invited me to casino night. It was fantastic. And well, you'll see it, you know, later. I didn't do well. I was playing blackjack with Jane, and if you're playing blackjack, which is 21, don't hit on 20. I'll tell you that right now. Don't push it. I was ruining everyone's cards after me. I was like hitting on things I shouldn't have hit on. And I met the Donald. Face to face, the Donald and the Ellen finally met. We've been here together, but in the boardroom. And he gave me an assignment, a task. And so in person, he looks a lot richer. So anyway, thanks to everybody in New York. We had a great time. We met some wonderful people. I wandered around. I went to other places, and we're going to show you in the next few days. Friday, I believe, is the RSVP, Jane and Russ Launer's spot. And then we're going to show you all the different things that I did in New York. It was very, very fun. So to finally get to do my first RSVP. And I want to do another RSVP. I do. I just can't do all of them, so we're asking people to be a roving reporter. We've mentioned it before. And we received our first tape, and one of what I hope is going to be many, many roving reporters. I love this idea. This was a good thing that someone came up with. And this is from Tony Snyder from Wake Forest, North Carolina. And she's our very first roving reporter. Let's go to her now. Tony, are you there, Tony?
This is roving reporter Tony Snyder reporting live from Wake Forest, North Carolina, where we have discovered some unusual spider activity. If you look in the corner here, you'll see a mother spider with 4 sacs. But what's so intriguing are the hundreds of baby spiders clustered around only one of the sacs. We are here to investigate why they are huddled around this one sac. Cameraman, if you could zoom in further to give the viewer a closer look as to what's causing all this spider commotion. Back to you, Ellen.
Ah, that was great. That was great. Thanks for that report, Tony. And I loved it. And thanks to her husband, Matt, who was the cameraman and producer. And they also had help from their 3 daughters. And they sent pictures of little Karina, 3 years experience. Fantastic. Erica and Sydney, 4 months experience. Probably Erica does the fluff pieces. This is the tough news right here. Sydney, very, very, very serious. And look at how happy that face is. That's adorable. And they're wearing the little hats. All right, so thanks for being our first Ellen's Roving Reporter. And because of that, we'd like to fly you out to the show. You're going to be a guest in our new luxury box. When we finally reveal the luxury box, you're going to be sitting right there. So thank you very much. It'll still be covered. You'll be in it. And when are we going to open that thing? That's crazy. All right, so if you'd like to become a roving reporter, go to our website, download your roving reporter kit, and it'll tell you everything that you need to do to be a roving reporter. And while you're there, you should check out Ellen Thanks for Giving food drive. If you're planning on coming to the studio to watch the show, please, we're asking you to bring 2 non-perishable food items that you'd like to donate. For example, like a can of tuna or a jar of peanut butter or something like that. Don't bring anything like a vat of cottage cheese or fresh salmon. That will not last. So, and we're hoping that many of you start your own food drives, and it's easier than you think. Just go to our website. It'll tell you everything that you need to know to get started, and we can all make a difference in it. It makes you feel good when you can help other people. And hey, when we come back, Ashley Judd's going to be sitting right here. We'll be right back. Our first guest is a talented actress whose films include A Time to Kill and Double Jeopardy. She's also the new face of Estee Lauder's latest skincare line, American Beauty. Please welcome the lovely Ashley Judd.
I'm much better. I was very cranky earlier, but you have cheered me up. I bet you cheer up millions of Americans every day.
Well, I hope so. That's very nice of you to say. That's really sweet of you. Thanks. So, are you feeling okay? That's tea right there.
I am. It's just a little cold in here, so I've got some hot water.
Are you cold?
I live on hot water. I used to make it for my restaurant. I had a restaurant, actually a bar and lounge, when I was about 11. It was. I gave it my middle name, which is such an original way. You know, not a lot of pride and arrogance, not the first name.
What was
Subtle,
the middle name?
Tyler. And I would go down there every summer in my grandparents' basement and play and serve hot water. And that's all I offered. But
and
I was a big success with myself.
What would you charge for the hot water?
I was generous. I didn't charge anything.
Oh.
All my imaginary friends really didn't have any money,
oh,
so
I
was going to put myself out of business.
So it really didn't work, did it, at all? That you know, I bet you could have a hot water restaurant and it would work. If you can sell people anything if you tell them it's good for them. And supposedly it is better to drink warm water than cold water. So now, why were you cranky? Do you mind saying, or do you not want to say?
I had a cup of coffee for the first time in a year.
And that made you cranky?
It made me bitter and violent. I was in a horrible mood.
Now, why did you have coffee?
Because I'm staying at a friend's house and I ran out of tea. And I had a tiny sip of it yesterday, and I love the flavor. I love the aroma and the smell. I think I need to stick to the coffee ice cream, however, and not the coffee beverage.
Right.
Bad.
You know, well, I tried to go off coffee in front of everyone, and I couldn't make it. I lasted 3 days, and I thought I was going to, but I've actually quit coffee for a year before, and I slowly started back on it. And it's really tough, isn't it?
We're in like coffee AA, this
yeah,
conversation.
Exactly. But I think, well, listen, I talked about it on the show, and I got thousands of emails. Everybody feels very strongly about coffee, one way or the other. Yeah. So, but anyway, so you're not going to have coffee anymore. All right. Well, we put some whiskey in there for you, so hopefully.
Super. Little Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah. Now, and so your husband, by the way, I should say congratulations. Is he here in town or no?
He's shopping with friends.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
The woman is working, the man is shopping.
For you?
We're big on role reversal and playing in our marriage.
That's great. Tell us about that. All right, so this is your husband. He's a race car driver, right?
He is.
Or he's wearing a jumpsuit for no reason. Or you should shop with him more often. His name is Dario, correct? Yes. And it's your 3rd anniversary?
Our 3rd anniversary is
coming
imminent.
Up.
Yes.
And like how soon will it be?
Our anniversary is the 12th of December.
The 12th of December. And now what will you get him? Because I have a list of what 3rd year is. Do you know what it is?
Leather.
Yes.
Is the modern.
Right.
My godmother gave me a book, so I'm up on that.
No, the modern actually is crystal or glass. The traditional is leather.
Well, crystal glass works real well for me because I'm still trying to collect our wedding crystal. So this is very convenient.
Okay, good. Well, crystal, if anybody wants to send...
Tiffany, the little dot pattern.
Okay.
Just Franklin, Tennessee, we get the mail. You don't need a street address or anything.
Yeah, just address it to you. Now, what did you get? Because last year was cotton, and the first year was paper.
We did, I don't know if we're following the modern or the other one, but for my 1st anniversary, I got a beautiful wooden calligraphy pen because it was wood. And Dario got nothing because I was so obsessed with what he was going to get me. I didn't get him anything. It was the most rude thing I've probably ever done in the 5.5 years that I've known him.
You didn't get him anything?
I was like agitating all the time to make sure, have you had enough time to go shopping? Are you going into town today with your sister? Well, I know that it was so selfish.
Well, you had a pen to write a sorry note. You could have. Now, do you do calligraphy? Is that why he gave you?
It's actually not calligraphy. It's the other one. What do you call it? A fountain pen. Just like a pretty fountain pen. I'll write your thank you note with it.
It's basically just a pen he gave you.
Yes.
But a fancy wooden one.
Yes, from Cartier.
From
really
Cartier.
Pretty.
Well, that's a very
So I
nice
don't
pen.
travel with it. It stays at my writing desk to make sure I never lose it.
Yeah, so now you owe him big time. Today you should get him, like, you know, is he shopping, do you think, for your anniversary today?
I don't know. I do think there's a treat somewhere in my immediate future, but he loves, being a race car driver, he loves Ferraris. And when he was little, he was in some Ferraris that had a very distinctive leather smell because the dye they used to use was very pungent. And so he's obsessed with the smell of leather, and it's great that it's leather, and I'll get him something really pretty.
So maybe you'll get him a Ferrari with leather seats.
His dream.
You can do that.
No, this morning, one of the first things I heard, because he went to breakfast with friends at a hotel, and there was a yellow Enzo, this kind of Ferrari, sitting out front. And this is really what I want to talk about right when I wake up. The fact that there's a yellow Enzo at the hotel.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's great.
Yeah. So he's making you look out the window and everything?
He was calling me from there.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, now, so let me ask you this: Are you into the? Because you must have a lot of cars. If he's a race car driver, you must have. Are you into race car driving first of all?
I'm into what he does, absolutely. And I knew nothing about it when we met. I was fully ignorant and very, very nervous actually around his sport because it's obviously based on speed and the pit stops need to be critically fast. And I was afraid I was going to be in the way or trip on something or really just mess something up. And then within weeks, I was like stretched out on the pit wall reading the Sunday New York Times.
Really? You don't get nervous anymore?
No.
I can't imagine. Well, and first of all, how do you meet? Like most actresses and actors are together because they're at parties and you're in your own, or musicians because you're in that world. But how do you meet a race car driver? Like where were you all at the same time?
It was a blind date. It was a very graceful blind date. I think when I was at the party first. It was a wedding reception. When he arrived, we were basically shoved at each other. Like, hello. Very, not very subtle.
And right away, did you go, that's the guy? And he felt the same way? Oh, that's
I
great.
love it when he tells the story because he always says very nice things. That's one of my, all couples, they have their little patter in their stories and whatever. And
Right.
when it's his turn to tell it, it makes me feel good.
Well, have him come on and tell it.
By the way, one of his nightmares is when I talk about him.
Really?
He's very, very shy.
Oh. All right, then we'll stop. I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable. But I think that's sweet. Now, it's always interesting to me that, it's like such different worlds, But you live in Tennessee, right?
We live in Tennessee and in Scotland.
And
which
in
is
Scotland?
beautiful.
Wow, I bet that is beautiful.
It's awesome. It is so majestic and gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah, I've never been, but I enjoy kilts. I didn't know where to go. All right. We have to go to a commercial, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back with Ashley Judd. And so tell us about you're the new, what do you call it, spokesperson for Estee Lauder for the American Beauty. Now this ad, this is what is amazing about this. Can you see right here? Usually, whenever you're in, and I have a big beef about this, because when you're in magazines, you do a photo shoot, and then they always touch you up to make you look almost like just flawless, like people never have wrinkles, never looked, and it's so ridiculous, because I do a photo shoot, and I'm like, just leave me alone. I don't look like that. I have wrinkles. They didn't have to touch up one thing on her. They didn't airbrush one thing. That's amazing.
They spent hours on the dogs.
But she said they spent hours on the dogs, though. These were Shar-Peis, and now they're labs. Now, that's risky, wearing a white dress with labs. Were they jumping all over you?
They were very well behaved, and as you know, we have 2 dogs, and so the older one, who is incredibly well trained, I tried to learn a little bit from the handler and bring that to our own dogs who can, they're pretty serene, but at times they're naughty.
Yeah, your dogs that were in the dressing room, you said you bring them everywhere. They're cockapoos.
Cockapoos.
Cockapoos. It's just fun to say. And here's what I love also. You live in Tennessee. It must be beautiful there, and the farm must be incredible. And do you square dance, right?
We recently had a big square dance in the backyard.
Yeah, and so you know me in dancing. When somebody says I've never square danced ever. So,
You didn't have it in PE?
No.
We had, in Tennessee and Kentucky, we had square dance in PE.
Yeah,
for
no,
6 weeks.
I believe that's just Tennessee. And I don't know that everybody. All right, so can you teach me? Do I need anything?
Well, it's always good if you get in the spirit of it with a little wardrobe. I mean, if you set the wardrobe.
Do you have
then,
something? All right.
Well, gee, conveniently.
Great.
I mean, it helps.
Wow, what a coincidence. Me too.
I think that you might have more than I do. I'm already wearing a skirt, Ellen.
Oh, all right, I'll wear a skirt.
It's an.
All right. We have audience members that are going to help us.
Hi, are you all square dancers on a regular basis?
Not regularly, no.
Okay, but you have before?
Hi. Hi. How you doing? I'm Ellen.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi.
You're making it easy
Chris and
for
Chris?
us. Thanks.
Oh,
Because
what
it's
do you know?
nerve-wracking square dancing.
And this is Ashley.
Okay, so first of all, we're gonna make a square, and we'll just do a few little things. I mean, normally you've got a lot of people, and you can weave in and out of each other and make stars and do the Virginia reel and whatever. So how about, will you please be my partner?
Yes, I will.
Okay, and you all can partner?
Okay.
Chris
Okay,
and
so
Chris?
That means that one of the first things you do, because it's very polite. No, I'm just teasing. It's honor your partner, so say hi to your partner.
How do you do?
How do you do, partner?
How do you do?
And then we're corners, so we honor each other. Howdy, partner. And then why don't we just
How y'all doing? What's up?
why don't we just swing, okay?
All right.
Just a little swing, okay? And then I'm gonna swing with my corner. So y'all just stand there and keep the rhythm. Stand there and keep the rhythm, okay? And now swing with your partner again. And how about a little do-si-do? Right? Okay. Now I think you're doing well, and I'm going to send you over to do-si-do with somebody else, and I'll keep time. And then one of my favorite things, which I don't know if we can really do it, but we can promenade. So you go like this and just kind of, you know what I mean? And then like turn back. Yes, we're doing a promenade. And then you eat a lot.
All right, and then we'll eat.
And then we'll have fried chicken.
That's easy. I liked it a whole lot. Thank you very much, partner. I appreciate it. You can purchase American Beauty products at Kohl's stores nationwide. Everybody in the audience is getting a gift bag courtesy of Estee Lauder. We're calling the new mom, Ashley Carroll, right after this. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Going to New York City was not the only exciting thing that happened last weekend. Ashley Carroll had her baby. If you remember, she wanted me to be her birth coach and to the RSVP Ellen thing, and I didn't think I would be able to make it, so she sent me a pager to let me know when she was going to go into labor, and I told her I might not be able to make it to Memphis. But anyway, finally last week it happened. She had the baby, and but here, this is when the pager went off in the show last week. Because if I'm rewarded, you're rewarded. That's what I feel like. Because all of a sudden it went from 16... Really? Okay. What happens? I call her. That's the number. All right. Now I'm nervous. All right, so anyway, that was it. We called her, we talked to her, and the news is good. And his name is John Anderson Carroll, and they're calling him Jack. Oh, Lord, I can't talk and dial at the same time. At home I can. I can't. Something about TV. I've always watched people try to dial on TV and think, what is so hard about that? And now, I don't know why it's hard. All right, so we have pictures of the baby. He's 4 pounds, 11 ounces. There he is with Ashley right there. Oh, cute.
Hello?
Hey, Ashley.
Yeah.
It's Ellen. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. I didn't have a baby last week. I'm doing great. How are you feeling?
I'm doing good. We're doing great.
Yeah? And
yeah, just recovering.
And the baby seems adorable and healthy and fine. We're looking pictures right now of him.
Yes, he's great.
Yeah, is he sleeping? Look, you look so happy. Or maybe you're just doped up. I don't know. Did they dope you up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was there.
You were there?
Oh, yeah. I was wondering, because I was thinking maybe you're not aware of it, but I was there. It was.
Oh, yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, I couldn't lift my legs for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. So you had like an epidural or something like that, or an epiduric, that's the thing you shave with, isn't it?
It was an epidural.
Yeah, it's an epidural. All right, and is the baby sleeping? Is it quiet or is it crying?
No, he sleeps really good. He's out pretty much most of the time, so.
Really? Oh, that's great. And so now, do you have any parents around to help you out, or?
Yeah, my mom's staying with us for 2 weeks to help us, so.
Oh, that's great. Your mom's there. And so
yes.
now, if you then how's your husband? Is he doing good?
Yeah, he's doing great.
Oh, good. Is he taking care of the baby much?
Yeah, he's gotten a crash course in diaper changing, so he's doing good.
Oh, that's hard when they're that little. I have friends that just had a baby, and when they're that tiny, the diapers just come right off of them, don't they? They're huge. There's not little tiny diapers.
Yeah, we actually had to get some real tiny diapers that would fit him because he's so small, so they're real small.
Yeah. Is he speaking yet?
No, he hasn't said much yet.
Okay. First word would be Ellen.
That's right. We're working on it.
Ellen. Now you're calling him Jack because those are the initials, right?
Right.
John Anderson Carroll.
Yes.
All right. And are you gonna have another one?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We need long enough to forget how hard that one was.
Yeah. Well, somehow everybody seems to forget because everybody keeps having them. So. I can't imagine, but so you're recovering. You're feeling okay.
Yeah, we're doing good. We were sad that we didn't get to see you, so we'll have to come out there and see you. So even if you can be the labor coach, you can be the godmother or something.
Yeah. Oh, she just wants gifts. Listen, I would love to see you, and I'd love to meet the little baby. Make sure he watches the show so when he comes out here, he knows who I am.
For sure.
All right, I'm really proud of you and him. Was it scarier than you thought? Was it exciting? Did you cry like crazy?
Oh, it was a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It was kind of a crazy day.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure. All right, well, listen, you are, it was sweet to get to know you the entire way, and please come out and watch the show and bring the baby and your husband and keep in touch. I would love to meet him.
Okay, great. We will.
All right, you take care of yourself, okay?
Thanks, Ellen.
All
Okay.
right, bye, Ashley. All right, Reuben Studdard performs right after this. We'll be right back. This fall, Disney Pixar's Academy Award-winning Finding Nemo is taken to the ice in Disney's Finding Nemo on Ice. Here to perform a little something from the show are Dory, Marlin, and Nemo.
Look out! Oh, sorry.
I have to find the boat.
A boat? Hey, I've seen a boat.
You have?
Uh-huh.
Where?
It went, this way. It went this way. Follow me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Wait.
Will you quit it?
What?
I'm trying to swim here. What?
Wait a minute.
Stop following me, okay?
What are you talking about? You're showing me which way the boat went.
A boat? Hey, I've seen a boat. It went, this way. It went this way. Follow me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You already told me which way the boat was going.
Oh, no.
If this is some kind of practical joke, it's not funny. And I know funny. I'm a clownfish.
I'm so sorry. See, I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Short-term memory loss. I don't believe this. I have to find my son.
Excuse me.
I'm Dory.
I'm Nemo.
Nemo? That's a nice name.
Nemo! Nemo!
I'm scared of this stuff. I don't know how y'all are doing it, and it's very, very hot out here. That was fantastic. Thank you so much. Your orange is melting. One more, if you want more information of where you can see the show, please visit our website. One more thing right after this. Don't go away. I want to thank Ashley Judd, Reuben Studdard, and the cast of Finding Nemo on Ice tomorrow. Kate Winslet and Chad Michael Murray will join me. One more thing. I'm proud to announce the world premiere of the newest version of my HBO comedy special, Here and Now. Ladies and gentlemen, Here and Now on Ice. See you tomorrow. Or if you're walking down the street, good day for you, too. Good self-esteem day. You're happy with your outfit, happy with your hair, feeling really good about yourself. It just takes that one tiny trip to just suck the coolness right out of you. Can't let that happen. As soon as that happens, we have to look back right away. Pebble. Careful for the pebble. I just tripped, and it's right there. Someone should put some orange cones. There's a pebble up ahead.